time that they've played this situation before, it was 4 tries that does secure the chicken dinner. So this time around, it seems like they're using exactly the same formula and things are working out as we are looking at them just having the best spot possible. BTR, they're finally making it around the corners of the warehouse, and this might just be sufficient for them to push right through, as they definitely will have company of 4 tries as they spot these members of Glue rotating over onto the outskirts. Just like that, we will see a couple of knocks going in favor inside of BTR. 1 member knocked out, 4 teams on the block. Glue, only 1 member remaining. Horror Esports are waiting to strike when the moment is right.
This is going to be an exciting end zone game. I mean, we've got 4 Thrives, we've got BTR, we've got Horror Esports. GLU already out of the way here. Falak has been staying up north. He's not getting into any engagements here. But BTR, they do have a strong advantage here since they're working inside a compound. They still have a full squad. Same thing goes for 4 Thrives. Now, the only disadvantage I can see coming from the side of Horror Esports is that they're playing with only 3 members. But then again, we are stage 6, and we still have quite a few more seconds before we go to stage 7, so perhaps, you know, this could be a Mexican standoff, you know, for a while. I don't think any of the teams here will go for a hard push just yet, because there's no pressure for them to move forward just yet, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it definitely is the waiting game right now.
Oh no,
These 3 teams, and it is a pixel perfect shot coming from the side of the 4 Tries member, and Sky's got this bird's eye vision despite Nova being knocked down. So they are trying to see if they can take them off the wheels at this current moment. Just a little bit more, but it's not quite enough just yet. We have the rest of 4 teams going on the exchange up against Horror Esports. BTR, they're just going to be waiting for the right moment to pounce, because they don't really have to do too much from this standpoint.
It's not the best of spots here for the side of Horror Esports. The odds are definitely against them. I mean, they are only playing with 3 players, and they're on the far east side, and now the circle shifted again, favoring BTR as well as the 4 Thrives here, so it can be difficult for the boys of Horror Esports to even step inside the zone, because BTR, for sure, they're going to apply a lot of pressure onto the side of Horror Esports. What can happen? We're still not sure, but the odds really not favoring Horror Esports at this time, and I mean, they could pull off, you know, a huge trick here, but it can be tricky to pull off, to be honest.
It definitely seems like the case right now. BTR, they're happy to actually stay around these compounds as it's still part of its own. Meanwhile, these 2 other teams that are over on the spot in the kill, trying to make that space. 4 Tribes, they want to single out these targets coming in from Horror Esports, and it is not looking too crystal clear for this meantime. So really down to if whether or not Global Fear can actually find a little bit more of that opening, and Federalis spots the rest of Horror Esports on the pushes onto this current compound, so they are taking the fight to the Red Aliens.
Yeah, I mean, they had no choice but to push this compound. They don't really have that much option, but Bigatron, of course, already anticipated that one. They're prepared, they got into position here, and now we're looking at, of course, the last 2 teams remaining, which is 4 Thrives and BTR. But you see how 4 Thrives repositioned themselves to the northern side. So this is going to be exciting. I mean, again, they're trying to spread out. They're trying to control the pace here. They're trying to control the zone. But, of course, BTR, since they have a compound, they are still dictating the pace of the game here. They have the best chance of getting the chicken dinner just because they have this sanctuary working out for them.
Absolutely, and right now, down to Falak as well. They do have plenty of all these wiggle room, but a very tight corner of whatever crease that there is over onto these grounds. As BTR, they're just swarming over on the corners, just making sure that 4 Tries does not get any free space climbing up there. Falak, it's all down to that pickoff. If he can spot Federalis, that flank of BTR is going to be a goner.
Great vantage point coming from Federalis, not gonna lie here. I mean, he is on top of that house and can probably monitor what Falak is doing He needs to be careful though, because even if you do have that great vantage point, you are pretty exposed to other members of Fourth Tribes, and you can easily be picked up by any of them as well. So it does come with a lot of risk. But anyway, Bigatron still trying to figure out a way, the most effective way on how they can outsmart, outgun the boys of Fourth Tribes. It's a standoff still. Nobody's pushing hard just yet. Perhaps we're looking at stage 9 finish here, Contra.
It might just be the case. I mean, it's just very tactical coming in from both Four Tribes as well as BTR. And this is one of those full 4-on-4 fights that we don't always get throughout the Night of Champions, as they're taking their sweet time, just navigating, and Four Tribes just wants the rest of BTR to charge right at them, but they're not really leaving any chance. And now, even the zone forces Four Tribes to eventually bunch up together. So stage 8 is going to be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, and this is where it matters most. I mean, to show up. I mean, IQQ has always been known with his accurate shots, you know, even with a great distance. Long-range shots works effectively for him. He needs to take out Federalis, because he just know that if he takes him out, then that could be, you know, their cue to be a little aggressive up against BTR, because they do have the upper hand advantage. Now, SATAR's been making rounds. His scouting, he's been popping off those smokes as well to kind of conceal the location. Both teams are doing exactly just that. T24 is even scouting as well. But then again, you know, it's all about information gameplay at this point in the match here. And there goes Federalis with a massive spray, was able to give T24 a lot of damage. But then again, since T24 is driving a vehicle here, he does have that cover, and he can recuperate still in this situation. But the time is running out, ladies and gents. Even the space is running out. The Blue Ripper is out to get them, and Falak seems to be the first one who fell victim to Federalis.
And it's Razy that actually gets the knock right there, and this is where all the nades are primed right here. They know that the rest of Four Tribes are over on the corner, and they find her one this time. Federalis makes damn sure there's no corners or stones left unturned.
And here we go, we got a player from BTR who's currently knocked down as well, but this is it. Now or never, ladies and gents. Noki tried to make a difference, but unfortunately, BTR does have the upper hand in this situation. And with that accurate shot coming from Federalis, rather, BTR, no doubt, was able to secure that win.
The Red Villains are back, or whichever iteration of BTR that you named them. This is the star-studded roster on the block. Yesterday in Night of Champions, they were just testing waters. This time, it's their game phase right on our screen. Although you have two players who's not willing to, of course, share their handsome pictures, but that's absolutely okay. They secure a massive win here because, you know, I did vote for them because I thought they were still running the same roster, but now I kind of have certain regrets out there. But I'm just super happy to see the Indonesian aces back on track. Of course, you could also argue Filipino ace on block as well, because Federalis and Ratas has been hitting everyone in the lobby so magnificently well.
It's a great thing to watch, right? I mean, it definitely put us at the edge of our seats. You know, Fourth Tribes, still a great effort. You know, they really tried their best to get the WWCD. Again, it all boils down on how good their execution is. I think what paved the way for BTR to win this fight is the fact that Federalis was able to pick up Falak from a great distance, and that was kind of a domino effect now for both of the teams here. Both of the teams actually just moved forward, and you know, the pandemonium just opened up.
Absolutely, and just over on the sector when BTR has been
After clashing with D-Savior just a while ago, you know, setting the tone for their challenging start. Vampire Esports, since that you mentioned them, they showed their aggression, you know, taking out D-Savior in a fiery battle moments ago, but their momentum, I guess, was cut short when Hora swept in and eliminated them. Now, just a takeaway from everyone's performance, of course, we still got Thunder